In this next video, I'm going to show you what I call the layered cake transition. Now, this is where you just simply start adding more and more layers to your track as it progresses along. This is something I've seen bands do in live shows and I've heard in a lot of electronic music tracks. It's a great way to kind of build anticipation either for a drop in your track or just to build things up to get back into the chorus section, depending on the type of music you're making. What you're looking at now is this track, Third Law of Emotion, that I produced with a couple of friends of mine. And in this track, there's a bridge section here. And what I did with this bridge section was I broke it down and then started to build it back up to lead back into this hook again. And what I'll do is I'll show you how I built it back up using this kind of layered cake method. And what I did for this was I built it up mostly in the drums. So when it breaks down, the only thing that you have really is these snaps and a little bit of a percussion loop going on right here. So I'll play what this sounds like and then I'll break it down for you. All right, so I left the vocals out for this just so you could pay attention to the instrumentation that's going on here. But my friend Angel is singing through this bridge. And so what you can hear is there's a bass and there's a piano going on, and then there's these synth sounds that are going on as well, but they're playing throughout the whole bridge. And what I did was I started to layer things in with the percussion and drums. And so you can break it down to as far as just one instrument having just one sound playing and then build it up from there. In this particular example, I have two percussion elements and then a bass, a piano, and a synth, as well as the vocals. And then after 4 bars, I added in this shaker sound. And then after those next 4 bars, I added in the kick drum sound. And then after another 4 bars, I added in this open hi-hat and this tambourine shake. So every 4 bars, I'm adding in a new layer to build this section up. And so you don't just have to do this with percussion, you actually can do this with melodic instruments, you can do it with a lot of the other transitional elements that I mentioned earlier. So you can use things like reversed impacts, you can use pitch transitions, you can use drum buildups. There's a lot of different things that you can use inside of this layer cake kind of method where you just start stacking more and more on as it progresses until you get to the drop. Or in this case, until you get back to the busy section or the high point of the track, which in this case is the hook.